Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Danvat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Welcome to Mikini Bhakti Yoga. Today we have a number of new people who are joining, whom we met on Sankirtan, and we shall be doing an introduction, getting to know everyone, maybe give a quick overview of what a Bhakti Vriksha is, also share with them what Bhagavad-Gita as it is, maybe give them an overview of Bhagavad-Gita. And if there are any questions, then we'll take them in the end. So praying to all the devotees and the Vaishnavas in our parampara that we are able to do this service really well. Please empower me that I'm able to bring all these people closer to Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we'll just wait for everyone to join and then we'll get started. Hare Krishna.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Is that Adya? Hare Krishna, how are you? Are you in parts class? I can't hear you, you're muted.
Yes.
Okay, welcome. So I'm Parth's dad. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So Parth goes to Adya's class, right?
Yeah.
In
Sound. Excuse me. Oh, that is the maximum sound? Oh. Okay, okay.
So is Adya going virtually to school?
Yeah?
Is Adya going virtually to school or is she going in person?
No, virtual.
He's going virtual, okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Parth?
Parth's doing well. He's fine.
Yeah. He's going in person?
He's going in person, yeah.
Great.
Is that Adya's sister in the background?
Yeah. She's her sister. Dhriti.
Hi. Okay, we'll wait for a few minutes for everyone to join. Then we'll start. Oh, you have the book. All right. I have the same one too.
Oh,
So have you read it?
Dhruti, Adya. Have you read it?
Have you read it?
No, actually, she attended 18 days Bhagavad-Gita, I think.
every day.
Every
Okay.
day. That happened, I think, in May
Oh,
or
nice.
June. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Very nice.
she didn't attend all the classes, but I think around 8 or 9 classes she attended.
Okay.
Bhagavad-Gita for kids. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We also have Lakshmi and we have Priyanka. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Welcome. Where are you joining from?
I am from Mikini, like me, Vasudha and friends, and we are referred from Rekha.
Okay.
Yeah, we are
so you know-
Chaitanya's friends.
So you all know each other?
Oh, Chaitanya. Sorry.
Yeah, we are Chaitanya's friends. Rekha's sister, Chaitanya's friends.
Hi.
Hare
Hello.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome. Welcome. Auntie.
Can you move? Can you move?
Yeah.
Give me some space.
Hear you.
I don't know how to put the. I'm trying to set up the view. Prabhuji. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Now, Priyanka said, put you this side. You don't have to log in, Nana.
No. This is like another thing for
Sit this side so you can.
Are you able to rotate your phone? Mataji?
Oh,
No, we're not able to. It's like a.
oh
it's
yeah.
like
I think we can. Yeah, wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
much better.
yeah.
Yeah. We used this laptop for harmonium class. They need to see the keys, right? So we had to put it in that way. So
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
we
So
have-
Sarita and Vasudha are my sister's friends, Prabhuji. Friends' wives.
So who's Sarita? I don't know who Sarita is.
Lakshmi Sarita.
Okay, Sarita is your
Best friend.
sister's friend. Okay.
Right. Sister's friend's wife. And then Adya Sonekar is, you know, right?
I know.
Vasudha.
Hearts.
Classmate, right? Yeah,
Yes.
Adya. Yeah.
And who's the
8 to
wonderful girl
6,
in blue there?
Yeah,
What's your name? You're muted.
yeah, who is the other number? Yeah, Sarita.
Yeah.
And what's your
Sarita. Sarita.
Sarita, and who is the wonderful girl with you?
Srimanya.
What's that?
Get together.
Srimanya.
Manya, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So Bhakti Priya Mataji, should we wait a little longer or shall we start?
We can start, Prabhuji. I think the other person is my friend, but she's in a car. She could not be on view. So she's
Okay.
only on phone.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you.
Try to ping others.
Namaskaram everyone, this is Prashanti. Namaskaram.
Hey, Prashanti.
I am in phone. Yeah, I
Hare
can listen, but yes.
Who's the Shanti?
Okay.
Prashanti is my class.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining. So we meet every Friday from 7 to 8, and we usually read the Bhagavad-Gita. It's called the Bhagavad-Gita as it is, and we'll be giving a little bit overview of why it's called Bhagavad-Gita as it is. All of you are from India, so I know you're all very pious. You all know the Bhagavad-Gita. And the idea of our session is to go a little bit more deeper in our discussion and try to ask any questions you might have, because the nature of Bhagavad Gita is such where, Arjuna just did not listen to Krishna. He was constantly asking questions. So the nature of our philosophy is to be very inquisitive. We usually start our program with a small kirtan, and today we'll do a kirtan called Jai Radha Madhav, and I will share my screen so you can all see the words. Let me know when you can see the words. Can you all see the words? Okay. So it's a very simple, simple 2-verse kirtan, and it goes Jai Radha Madhav, Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Giri Varadhari, Yashoda Nandana, Braja Jana Ranjana, Yamuna Tira Vanachari. And the translation is, Krishna is the lover of Radharani. He displays many amorous pastimes in the groves of Vrindavan. He is the lover of the cowherd maidens of Vraja and the holder of the great hill named Govardhan. He is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the delighter of the inhabitants of Vraja, and he wanders in the forests along the banks of the river Yamuna. So what we'll do is, so this was written by Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and Bhakti Vinod Thakur was, a very, very important sage in our parampara. He comes directly in the line of Krishna, and he was the one who actually wrote this song. So what we'll do is, I will sing, and then you can all follow. Is that okay? Okay. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Bolo Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari
Radha
Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Jaya Yashodanandana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Tira Vanachari Radha Madhava Kunja Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you.
Jai Krishna.
Okay. So, so let me ask the kids. Who knows about Bhagavad-Gita?
What is Bhagavad-Gita?
Raising her hand.
So do you know, Adya? Okay.
ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడు.
Okay. Bhagavad-Gita took place when was war between
Kauravas and Pandavas.
Kauravas and Pandavas, and Arjuna didn't know what to do, and he asked the God Krishna, what should I do? And Krishna told the story, and he gave ideas to him.
Nice, very good. Okay, we have somebody new joined. What's your name?
Vishal.
Vishal, welcome.
He's
Hare
my
Krishna.
classmate's son. Lalita is my
Okay.
classmate.
Varu?
Okay, and do you know about Bhagavad-Gita? I forget Sarita's daughter's name.
Manya.
Manya.
Yes, Manya. Have you heard about Bhagavad-Gita?
No. Yes?
No.
I don't know.
Okay, we will cover that.
I
Okay.
don't know.
And Vishal, do you know about Bhagavad-Gita?
No, my mom does.
Okay, nice. Bhakti Priya Mataji, your daughter knows, right? Maybe. And what is
I
your
know.
name?
You want to share what you know?
Okay, so what I know about the Bhagavad
What
Gita.
was your name again?
Oh, my
Sorry.
name is Priyanka.
Priyanka, welcome. Yes. So Priyanka, please enlighten everyone on this call about Bhagavad Gita.
Okay, so from what I know so far, the Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna by Krishna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which was the battle between the Kauravas and the Pandavas. Basically, the Pandavas were going against the Kauravas, who were basically their cousins, because the Kauravas had been cheating them out of their kingdom, and the only way to get it back was to beat them. However, Arjuna felt a great doubt in his heart when he saw who was among the battlefield of the Kauravas. He saw people who were his cousins, his uncles, his grandfathers, his teachers, and at once he did not want to fight because he felt like he didn't want to hurt all those people. And so that's when Krishna began talking about the Bhagavad Gita to him.
Very nice. Let's all give her a nice round of applause for that. Beautiful. Yes. The setting of Bhagavad Gita was there were two sides, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. And the Pandavas and the Kauravas, they were just about to fight, and the setting is a big battle. It's a big war which is about to happen. And the hero of the war, which is Arjuna or Krishna, but Krishna's dearmost friend Arjuna, he asks Krishna that, can you please take me in the middle of the battlefield so I can see who's come here to fight? And in that battle, he was about to fight his grandfather, his father, his brothers. How would you feel like if you're about to fight a war where people are going to die, and it's going to be your cousins, your friends, your family? How are you going to feel? Raise your hands. Okay, let's go with Manya.
Sad.
Sad, yes. Any other feelings, Vishal? You feel sad, yes. Okay, Adya?
You're on mute.
I do not want to fight.
You don't want to do it, right? You don't want to fight. Yes, those are all correct feelings. And Adya, does your sister want to say something?
I don't know. She's tired.
You want to fight
Okay.
with your sisters and brothers and cousins and friends?
You want to fight with me?
Yes.
She always wants to fight.
Okay, so Arjuna has been put into this this pastime, So Krishna wants to explain everyone, on this material world, that we're all going to face some challenges like this, right? Like all our lives have not been, you can ask your parents, all our lives are not always very easy, right? We're always put into some difficulties in our lives. And Arjuna, he is playing this part to explain to us that when we are fallen into some difficulty, how should somebody behave? what are some of the steps somebody can take? Okay, so let's go into chapter 1. I'll give you a quick introduction. Okay, what Bhagavad Gita is, and then we can read a little bit of the introduction today. So, by the way, we're all going to be reading from this book, Bhagavad Gita as it is, and this was written by Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Yes, so Vishal has the book, I see. Very good. Okay, so chapter 1 basically is where Arjuna, like how Priyanka told us, that Arjuna is now in the middle of the battlefield and he is observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And basically the chapter 1 is broken down like this, where there's preparation for war, then there's signs of victory for the Pandavas, and then, Arjuna surrenders to Krishna, that Krishna, you please explain to me, I surrendered onto you. And then Arjuna gives 5 reasons, like Vishal gave us a reason, Adya gave us a reason, Manya gave us a reason, right, of not fighting. So Arjuna gave 5 reasons. Vishal, do you have a question?
Who are the Pandavas?
Who are the Pandavas? Okay, good question. So the Pandavas were 5 brothers. Do you have any siblings?
My brother, and then my brother is the only one, and the only
Is
sibling I
Is
live.
he younger? Is he younger or older to you?
He's young. He's
He's
3 years.
younger. Okay.
While
So
I'm in 3rd grade.
you always take care of him, right?
Well, in the house, no one really has to take care of him.
Nice. So you've empowered him. That's good. So the Pandavas were 5 brothers. Who knows the names of the 5 brothers? You can't see everyone. Anybody knows the first brother's name? Unmute and you can say his name.
Yudhishthira.
Yudhishthira.
Dharmaraja.
Dharmaraj.
Dharmaraj Yudhishthira. Very good. Okay. Who was the second? And Vishal, I'm going to be asking you some questions here, so pay attention. Who was the second brother?
Can we also say?
Yes.
Bhimasena.
Bhima. Yes. Bhima was the second brother. So first brother was Yudhishthira, second was Bhima. Who was the third brother?
Arjuna.
Arjuna. Yes, Arjuna. And this conversation is happening between Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his dearmost friend, Arjuna. Okay, so third brother is Arjuna. And the 4th and the 5th were twins. Who knows the names of the twins? Yes, very good. Yes. Nakul.
Sahadeva.
Very good. Nakul and Sahadev. So Vishal, who was the third brother?
Arjuna.
Good job. You're paying attention. Very good. Okay, so Arjuna now, he is on the battlefield and he has 5 reasons not to fight. Okay, and what were some of the 5 reasons he gives? The first reason was compassion. So he says, because of compassion, I love my family, I love my grandfather, I love my cousins. How can I kill them in the battlefield? So that was his first reason of not fighting. His second reason was, if I kill everybody, so let me ask a question before we go here. Is it fun when you're alone, or is it fun when you're with friends and family?
Sometimes it's good, but most of the time it's lonely.
Yeah, good answer. So this was his second reason. He was like, well, if I kill everybody in the battlefield and everyone's gone, whom am I going to enjoy this kingdom with? That was his second reason, that whom am I going to enjoy with? The third reason was, if I kill everyone, what's going to happen to everyone's wives? So he was fearful of the sinful reactions he's going to cause. The fourth one was there was destruction of the family traditions. Okay. And the fifth was he was indecisive. He did not know whether to fight or not to fight. So those are the 5 reasons he gave Krishna. Okay, so were they good reasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were good reasons. But
Yes.
Arjuna, he was a very, very powerful Kshatriya. Who knows what a Kshatriya is?
King.
Warrior.
King, warrior. Yes.
Warrior.
So there were 4 classes. Okay, so the first class, or there were 4 classes. The first class was the Brahmanas. So the Brahmanas are the sages, who are always meditating. They're into the Vedas, right? The second was the warrior class, which are the Kshatriyas. So the Pandavas were Kshatriyas. And their dharma, or their responsibility, was to fight for truth. Okay, always fighting for truth or dharma. The third class was the Vaishyas. The Vaishyas are the merchants. Okay, they do business. And the fourth class were the Shudras, who were the worker class. So Arjuna was a warrior. He was a Kshatriya. So what do you think was his job as a Kshatriya? What was his dharma?
Fighting.
Fighting. Yes.
Fight.
So as a student, Adya, what is your responsibility right now?
So I have to do studies good.
To study, yes? So now if you have to study and then you tell your mom, I don't think I want to study. How will that fly?
What do you mean?
I don't want to study. Say that.
It won't go well, correct?
Yeah.
Correct? Vishal's giving a thumbs up. Yes, Vishal. What do you think your mom is going to say if you say, I don't want to study?
Bad job.
Yes. So that's what happened, right? So Arjuna here is saying, well, I don't want to fight, even though it was one of his duties, right? So now the Bhagavad-Gita is basically told that why you need to do your duty. Why is it so important for you to be a good student? Why is it so important to be a good parent, right? So the entire Bhagavad-Gita, when we read, we should not read like Krishna is telling Arjuna. We should read it like Krishna is telling us. Put your name there, okay? And then it will make a lot of sense. So any questions so far?
No.
Okay, so then we go into chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2, and basically now Krishna is explaining each of Arjuna's questions, and he's going to try to give answers to each of these questions. Why it's important for you to do your duty. So first he gives jnana, he gives knowledge. He tries to explain that we are not this body, we're actually the soul. Right? And this is a very, very important thing for us to remember. So here's a question for all of you. So when somebody leaves their body, right? They have left their body. What do we say? We say that person has left, correct? Now, who has actually left? Because you're still seeing the body, right? The body is
The
still
soul
there.
has left.
The soul has left. Very good answer, Adya. So that is the most important thing for us to realize, that we, like what you're seeing right now, we are not the body. We're actually the soul, which is inside the body. Okay, so that was the first reason Krishna gave to Arjuna, that we are actually not this body, we are the soul. So even if you do your duty and all these people leave their bodies, they're not dead. They're always eternal, right? They're the soul. So that was the first thing which Krishna helped Arjuna to understand. The second was, he said, through karma kanda, that even when you prescribe your material your prescribed duties, you're going to have material enjoyment. And that's why another reason for you to do your duty. Then he explains about Buddhi Yoga. He explains one who is doing his karma or is doing his work with knowledge, and how you can be detached from the fruits of your knowledge. So what that means is always do your duty and don't worry about the fruits of your work, right? So that was the Buddhi Yoga. And the last one he explains was the Samadhi, like how in whatever you're doing, right? If you keep Krishna in the center and you're equipoised, then you are in Samadhi. That doesn't mean that you have to leave what your responsibilities are, go into a forest and take sannyas. No, that is not what Bhagavad-Gita is. Bhagavad-Gita is whatever you're doing. If you're a student, if you're a parent, you have to do your duties really, really well, right? However, you want to keep Krishna in the center of whatever you do. Okay, so basically that is how Bhagavad Gita goes about. So what we'll do is we'll start with the introduction of Bhagavad Gita. So whoever has the book, you can open up the introduction page, and we're going to read. We're going to read from page number 2, where it says Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. Let me know when you have it.
I got the introduction and it says I was born.
So search for this place where you can see Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad.
Here. See.
Did everyone find it?
Yeah.
Yes, we found it.
Okay, perfect. So let us start with, so we'll all have each kid read, if you can read, and then, we will pause and see if anybody has any questions.
Try to read.
We'll start with Priyanka. Priyanka, like to read?
Nainika. Priyanka has another some meeting, so she left Prabhuji.
Oh, okay. All right.
Little one is Nainika. She want to read.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
I
Okay.
want to read.
You can read one paragraph and then you can give it to the.
I want to read.
Go ahead.
You try to read.
Bhagavad Gita is also known as Gita Upanishad. It is the essence of Vedic knowledge and one of the most important Upanishads in Vedic literature. Of course, there are many commentaries in English on the Bhagavad Gita, and one may question the necessity for another one. This present edition can be explained in the following way. Recently, an American lady asked me to recommend an English translation of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, in America, there are so many English editions of Bhagavad Gita available in English. But as far as I have seen, not only in America, but also in India, none of them can be strictly said to be authoritative, because in almost every one of them, the commentator has expressed his own opinions without touching the spirit of Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Okay, so the parent is going to explain what they understood. So Bhakti Priya Mataji, what did you understand?
So Bhagavad Gita is also called Gita Upanishad, and it's the cream of the Vedas. All Vedas, essence of Vedic knowledge means and it's important Upanishad. Then there are so many versions of Bhagavad Gita which are not authorized. That's why Srila Prabhupada named this book as Bhagavad Gita as it is, so which is unadulterated. And so we should only read books from the parampara and not from other places, because in other books people write their own opinions which are not authorized, and it might misdirect the audience into different directions. So that's what I understood from this paragraph.
Nice, thank you, Mataji. Okay, so next paragraph we can have Manya read. You might be muted.
Just like
No, here the spirit of
the spirit of Bhagavad Gita is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita itself. It is just like this. If we want to take a particular
medicine.
then we have to follow the directions
Written
written in on the label. We cannot take the medicine according to our own whim or the directions of a friend. It must be taken according to the directions on the label or the directions given by the
physician.
Claim.
Similarly,
Bhagavad Gita should be taken or accepted as it is directed by the speaker himself. The speaker of Bhagavad Gita is Lord Shri Krishna. He is mentioned to even on every page of Bhagavad Gita as the supreme
personality
of
Godhead.
Bhagavan.
We can-
Course,
We can stop a little bit here. And then we can try to understand what we read.
Yeah.
So, yes, Mataji, please share something.
So he's saying that if we need to Bhagavad Gita, we need to understand the way it is. So if we need to take any medicine, then we need to follow the instruction or the way physician is going to tell us. But it is not like we need to take anything in our own way.
Nice. Yes. So also same way, Bhagavad Gita also, we cannot just accept it by anybody, but accept what Krishna is speaking. So that's why if you notice in front of the book, it says Bhagavad Gita as it is. That's why as it is so important, because we don't want to give any interpretation to what Krishna is saying. We want to understand exactly what Krishna was saying to Arjuna. Okay, so we can have Ram. Would you like to continue from where Manya left off? Of course, from here.
I don't want to.
Of course, we're
Word Bhagavan. You can read from here, whichever is easier.
of course, word Bhagavan sometimes refers to any powerful person or any powerful demigod, and certainly Bhagavan designates Lord Sri Krishna as a great personality, but at the same time, we should know that Sri Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, as is confirmed by all the great acharyas, spiritual masters like
Sankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu,
and many other authorities of the Vedic knowledge in India. The Lord himself also established himself as the supreme personality of Godhead in the Bhagavad Gita, and he is accepted as such
In the Brahma Samhita.
in the Brahma Samhita and all the Puranas, except especially the
Srimad
Sri-
Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam. He is
Known as-
accepted,
known as
known
the-
as the Bhagavad Purana,
Krishna's
Bhagavan-
to Bhagavan's.
Bhagavan Swayam.
Therefore, we should take Bhagavad Gita as it is directed by the personality God himself.
Okay, we'll
Godhead.
stop himself.
In the fourth chapter
We'll stop
of
here. Vishal, we'll stop here and we'll try to understand what we read. Would you like to share something, Mataji? Whatever you understood?
Yes. As great Acharya said, Krishna is the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, and it was said by Lord Krishna himself in Bhagavad-Gita, and it is said in Puranas also.
Yes, yeah. So this is a very important point. So when we read Bhagavad-Gita, we should have that faith that Lord Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and not just take it, that yes, because I'm saying it. No, because it has been mentioned in so many different places. All of our great acharyas have spoken. Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarka Swami, Mahaprabhu, and many other Vedic knowledge in India. All of them said Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is one. Second, in many of our, so from Guru, then from our Shastra. So what Shastra are talking about Krishna? Bhagavad-Gita, Brahma Samhita. Brahma Samhita is the song of Lord Brahma, right? When he was just about to create the material world, then he meditated on Krishna, and then he sang the Brahma Samhita prayers. So in that, he accepts that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the essence of all the Vedas. So from there, so this is something which we should always remember when we're reading Bhagavad Gita, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we have that faith, and then we read, then it makes a very, very big impression. Okay, so I'll read this, and then we'll have Adya, you can read from here, okay? So in the fourth chapter of the Gita, 4.1 to 3, Lord says, Imam vivashyate yogam proktavanaham avyayam vivasvan manave praha manur ikshvake pravit evam parampara praptam imam rajarshyo vidhu sakalene hamahata yoganashta parantapa seva vapyam maya tetya yoga prokta puratana bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam hi etat uttamam. Okay, Adya, you can start from here.
Okay, here the Lord informs Arjuna that this system of yoga, the Bhagavad-Gita, was first spoken to the sun god, and the sun god explained it to the Manu, and Manu explained it to Ikshvaku, and in that way, by
Disciplic succession. Yeah.
Succession, one speaker after another, this yoga system has been coming down, but in course of time it has become lost. Consequently, the Lord has to speak it again, this time to tell Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He tells Arjuna that he is related.
Let's take a pause here. Let's take a pause here. What I'm going to ask you, Adya, actually, what did you understand from this passage? You can go back. You can go back.
Go back,
see
read again.
what
Understand.
you read.
To understand.
So let's go line by line. Here, Lord is informing Arjuna. Arjuna is his dear friend. he's saying that this system of yoga, which is Bhagavad-Gita, which is about to speak to him, that was not the first time he was speaking on the battlefield. Okay, that was actually already spoken to the sun god. So, and we know the sun is very, 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 very old, right? So, and then that was explained to Manu, Manu explained to Ikshvaku. So it was coming down a whole line, but then it got lost. So because it got lost, this whole knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna had to again come to explain to his dear friend Arjuna that same thing which he had explained to the sun god. So he's not explaining anything new, right? He's explaining a knowledge which was lost. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So it has become lost.
So first it was explained to sun
Sun
god,
god,
and
then
sun god explained to Manu, and Manu
and
explained to Ikshvaku.
is
Ikshvaku.
Ikshvaku, and
What is Ikshvaku?
is
You remember? Ikshvaku.
I don't
Who?
know, remember.
Rama belongs to Ikshvaku dynasty. Rama, Lord Rama. Ikshvaku.
Is Rama?
Rama's dynasty. I mean the previous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So and then Ikshvaku. After that, like it is lost.
Okay, so that's why Krishna again comes to explain to his dear friend Arjuna. So then the parampara can again continue.
Don't close it.
Okay, so let's stop here. Let's see, do we have any questions or any comments?
You can ask.
It's very good class.
It was okay? You understood? What was your takeaway from this class? One point which you really liked.
When I read that.
Did you understand?
What did you read? I want you to tell. You can think and tell me. So we'll go to Vishal. Anything which you really liked, Vishal?
What you like in this lesson?
I like learning about Krishna.
What's that, Vishal?
No questions.
I didn't understand. What did you say?
No question.
No. I'm asking you, what did you like from the class? Anything which you heard for the first time and you really liked?
Everything to me is okay.
Okay.
And this Bhagavad Gita is new.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's go to Adya.
What did you like?
One thing why I like this because before I went to Bhagavad-Gita and they did it very fast and there were so many people and only I had a few chances to read some slokas and it was slow and I understood almost everything except what is Kurukshetra?
Kurukshetra is the battlefield. It is also called Dharmashetra. That was the battlefield where the whole Mahabharata war took place. It's
the name of the war is Mahabharata.
Yeah, it's still there actually in India. Next time you go to India, you can visit the place.
Wait, it's still going on?
No. The war is not going on. The place is there.
Place is still there.
Okay. So they didn't build anything.
Now we are fighting the war every day with Maya.
Oh yeah, Maya, what is that? I forgot.
Everything is Maya.
Mankind. The builder of mankind. Mankind? Is it mankind?
No.
What?
Maya. Everything is Maya.
We'll cover that in detail. Okay, so let's go to Manya. Yes, Manya. What was your takeaway?
I I like to learn about the gods.
About Krishna. Okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, thank you. And Priyanka's sister, I forget your name. Can you again share what's your name and what was your takeaway?
My name is Nainika.
Nainika. Am I saying
Yeah.
it right? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the number 9. That's how I get most people to remember it.
Priyanka. Nainika. I get it.
Nainika.
What does it mean? It's a very beautiful name.
Nainika means.
The pupil of the eye.
Nice. Okay. Very beautiful. Okay, so what was your takeaway?
Um, wait, what did you say?
What is
What
your
was
take?
your takeaway from the class?
What do you like the section of? What do you
Oh,
like the section
section?
of this class?
What stuck in your mind today?
What stuck in my mind is like the medicine metaphor.
Nice, right?
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't just go to somebody and say, hey, give me some medicine, right? You would go to an authorized person, a doctor, to get the medicine.
Mhm.
Very nice. Okay, so at the end of the class, we actually sing a prayer. So let me share my screen again. And it is called the Narshinga Prayers. So Narshinga Dev, so Narshinga Dev was an incarnation from Krishna, and he actually comes to save his very, very nice devotee Prahlad. Prahlad was a 5-year-old boy, and his father was Hiranyakashyap, and Hiranyakashyap was a demon. So he used to give a lot of trouble to Prahlad. He tried to burn him. He tried to push him off the cliff. He tried to put him in burning oil and all kinds of troubles. So we pray to Narshinga Dev so he can protect us, the devotees of Krishna, the same way he protected his pure devotee, Prahlad. So before we sing, it's a 3-verse. We'll first read what it means. I offer my obeisances to Lord Narshinga, who gives joy to Prahlad Maharaj, and whose nails are like chisels on the stone-like chest of the demon Hiranyakashipu. Lord Narshinga is here and also there. Wherever I go, Lord Narshinga is there. He is in the heart and is outside as well. I surrender to Lord Narshinga, the origin of all things and the supreme refuge. O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, who have assumed the form of half man, half lion, all glories to you. Just as one can easily crush a wasp between one's fingernails, so in the same way, the body of the wasp-like demon Hiranyakashipu has been ripped apart by the wonderful pointed nails on your beautiful lotus hands. So we'll all sing this together. Is everyone ready? Yes, Haribol. Okay. Namaste Narashinghaya. Namaste Narashinghaya. Praladadadayini. Hiranyakashipurvakshaha. Silatankanakalaye. Ito Narshinha Parato Narshinho. Yato Yamitato Narshinha. Bahi Narshinho Hridaye Narshinho. Narasimha Madhyam Sharanam Prapade. Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Adbhuta Shringam Dalika Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jayo Jagadisha Hare. Jayo Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Narshinga Dev, Jaya Narshinga Dev, Narshinga Dev, Jaya Narshinga Dev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nittai Gaura, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura, Hari Bol. Vinayak Narshingadev Bhagwan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai. All right, thank you everybody. I'm going to give a homework to all the kids. You should try to learn this Narshinga prayers. So I will post on the group the prayers and also a small video which you can try to learn. And then the next class, we'll try to have all the kids sing. Is that doable?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.